Hello, thank you for joining me. This will be part one in a two-part practice that uses proprioception and a variety of kinesthetic cues to help you get better in touch with your interoception. This complements a blog that I wrote on this topic, which can be found on my website. So to begin, you are going to lie down on your back and you can have your knees bent or long, whatever you prefer, and your hands can be wherever is comfortable. And let your eyes close. And I want you just to take a moment to check in with yourself. And what I mean by that is just see what you sense. See what draws your attention, whether it's a body sensation or your heartbeat or your breath or maybe something else totally different, the sense of yourself against the floor. Whatever it is that catches your attention, let your attention go there. And as you let your attention go there, stay with it for a moment and see if your attention starts to shift to something else. And if it doesn't shift to anything else, just see what it is about this particular thing that originally caught your attention, why it still has your attention. If you were to put it into words, what would it be? And if something else has caught your attention, observe the same thing. And once you've finished with this, just take a moment to sense your breathing and to sense your heart rate. And then take a moment to sense yourself against the floor. And then gently go ahead and open your eyes and come into a seated position. And to begin, turn your palms up and take your thumb and your index fingers together and then reach them away from each other. So it's just touching your thumb and your index fingers together and reaching away. Now take the thumb and the third fingers together and then reach them away. And the thumb and the fourth fingers together. And as you do this, see if you can keep your other fingers quiet. I know my pinky finger wants to help. And then thumb and pinky fingers together and then reach them away. Now come onto your hands and your knees with your right hand on the floor. With your left hand, you're simply going to take your left index finger and stroke from the top part of the hand, right at the base where the wrist is, all the way down to the thumbnail. So you're just stroking that area. And now do the same thing with the index finger. And do the same thing with the third finger. And do the same thing with the fourth finger. And you might start using, now I'm using my second, third, and fourth fingers on my left hand to do it. And do the same thing with the pinky finger. From here, take your left hand, take it to the back of your right armpit, and just pretend like you're drawing a line from the back of the armpit all the way down to the wrist where it meets the floor. And stay with this, and as you do this, start to imagine that you're reaching your arm out of your wrist. It's like you're making this line that you're drawing even longer. Take one more. And go ahead and relax for a second. Observe the sensation of your hands and the sensation of your arms. Now, take your right forearm against the floor, and I want you to begin pressing the thumb, the index finger, the third finger, the fourth finger, and the fifth finger of that right hand into the floor. As you do that, you're going to set your knees up so they're right under your hips and start to imagine that the elbow, where it meets the floor, that the line from the elbow to the thumb on the inside is the same length as the line from the elbow to the pinky finger on the outside. So you're going to feel an action there when you get that imagined. You'll feel a sense of work. Now maintain that as you rock your hips back. Keep this connection between the inside line from the elbow to the thumb and the outside line from the elbow to the pinky finger, and then roll forward. And do this 3 more times. Your left hand is just kind of, you'll see mine's just kind of rocking back when I rock back, and then it rocks forward when I rock forward. You can place it wherever you want. Take one more. Now, very gently, I'm going to walk my knees forward a little bit. I'm going to lift my elbow up. I'm going to imagine this line now from the back of my armpit all the way down to the base of my wrist. And then I'm going to lower my elbow down, and I'm going to imagine these lines from my elbows to my thumbs and my pinky finger. So I'm just shifting this imaginary line focus. Now keep your arms straight. Press your thumb, your index finger, your third finger, your fourth finger, and your fifth finger into the floor. Take one more breath, and then go ahead and release. And take a moment just to feel the right arm versus the left arm. See what that feels like. And if you were to think about the lengths of your arms right now, would the length of your right arm feel longer or shorter than the length of your left arm? Finally, make a fist with your right hand and just roll to the pinky finger fist and then roll all the way across as though the thumb knuckle were going to touch the floor. So you're just going to rock back and forth. Don't worry anymore about the lines that we talked about. Just gently rock. Take one more. Sit back. Final thing, you're going to tent your right hand. So you're on the knuckles, the first knuckles of the right hand. You're going to reach the arm long. So think about all those lines that you created, that back of the arm line, that inside arm line, that outside arm line. Reach those lines as long as you can. And then gently rock back, keeping the lines really long. And rock forward. Take one more. Hold it here for just a moment. Again, imagining those lines are long. And then relax and lie down on your back. And let your arms be wherever is comfortable. Let your eyes close. And just like we did at the beginning, allow your attention to go wherever it goes. See what internally catches your awareness and let your attention hang out there. If you had to articulate what it is that you're feeling, what it is, What words would you use to describe it? And once you've connected with that, just take a moment to observe your breathing. Observe your heart rate. And observe the sense of your body against the mat. And gently come on up. Thank you for joining me. In the interest of time, I only did one side. You're welcome to repeat that entire sequence on the left side and see if your experience is the same or different. Have a wonderful day. And if you want to check out what it looks like to explore some of these ideas from the feet, then look at part 2. Thank you.